Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my nightmare.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Let me play with this, Daddy.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Fear Freaks Podcast. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons.
I'm so sorry. It's doing that thing where you sound absolutely insane. I'm sorry.
Like I sound like a robot. Oh my
Hold
god!
on.
Do I sound okay to everybody
Let me
else?
take these out.
Do I sound okay to everybody else? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to know.
I'm gonna rejoin.
Okay, you're gonna rejoin. So she's gonna be she'll be right back. But that's Destiny. In case anybody is new here, that's Destiny Faulkner. She's probably gonna kill me because I might have said her name incorrectly again. But we're gonna hold off on her for a second. Good Real Hunting, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Welcome in. Don't worry, guys. Destiny just had to step out real quick. She said I was sounding goofy as shit, so holding off on her joining. Cool. Okay, how do I sound now? Do I sound better?
Yeah, sounds better.
Okay, let's try this again. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Fear Freaks Podcast. My name's Braden.
I'm Destiny.
And we are the Fear Freaks. And this week we got another fun episode. Everyone else was saying that I sounded good, so it was just to you. You know, I don't know why. It just like, you know, I don't know.
It's my AirPods. It's like anytime you play a video, like how we do our intro, that's what fucks my AirPods up. Because it's not just you it's happened with. It's anytime, but it's not every time. Like the last time I used my AirPods, it didn't do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure I messed up the intro again. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I did that elongated one. Like I was like, "Oh, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Braden Timmons." Like, because like we don't say our last names normally. We just say I'm Braden.
No.
Like I gotta like revamp. This is like I feel like the SpongeBob episode where he like thought that he forgot pickles, like you know, on the like, but he never actually forgot the pickles. But I'm like sitting here. And I don't know why I keep like doing like my whole YouTube video intro when we have a very specific style that we go with. Like,
You're throwing me off, man.
and I know, like, you know, like I think the last time that I did it, you're like, I'm Destiny Faulkner, you know? Like,
yeah, like
you're like, I guess we're saying last names now. Thanks
I'm
for
just gonna say my last name.
I know, like it threw me off too. So you know that you know, it just kind of sets a weird tone. But anyway, welcome in everybody. Welcome chat. Byron, how we doing, my guy? How what's up? I already said hi to Good Real. I already said hi to Good Real. He said that I sounded good. Mendelect, what's going on? Welcome. 5-star says he's not gonna miss another stream. Let's go. Well, 5-star, I'm gonna hold that to you, buddy. So you know, I better see you in here every week on time. Otherwise, you're gonna get deducted points. We're gonna keep a tally on that one.
I got a whiteboard somewhere, so
cool. All right, well, welcome in everyone. Tonight we're talking the Lost World Jurassic Park. It's not Jurassic Park, the Lost World. Don't say that. You know, like it's the Lost World Jurassic Park. Destiny thought it was Jurassic Park 2. She texted me yesterday. She's like on HBO Max. She's searching. She's like, Braden, is it not called Jurassic Park 2? I'm like, no, it's the Lost World.
I literally thought it was on there, and I was like, "Hello? Why would you tell me this if it's not on here?"
It is.
But then you said it. I was like,
Jurassic
oh.
Park, and there's the Jurassic Park trilogy that pops up. That original trilogy, you know. Just saying, it's there.
But I thought there were four Jurassic Park movies, and I thought this one was the third one. I thought there was Jurassic Park 2, then I thought this one was Lost World, and then I thought there was like a fourth one. I guess
it might have been Jurassic World, which is the fourth one that throws you off because like it has the word world in it. Because there's Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, and then the fifth one is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So you know it's like this is like. And then Dominion's coming. It's kind of like the new trilogy, if you will, of like, it's like the sequel trilogy, because, you know, movie franchises tend to love to do sequel trilogies nowadays. So, you know, but yeah, guys, today we're talking about The Lost World. Very excited to be talking about this one. I actually just finished this again, like literally about a half hour ago. Credits started rolling. Had some popcorn this afternoon. Had a great time with it. You know, I personally, I forget all of the major stars that are in this movie. Like, I mean, like you've got Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, freaking Vince Vaughn, which threw you off, Destiny. Like, you're like, holy shit, that's Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, I definitely did not remember. Like I've said, like I've seen the kill counts for these movies, but I've only watched them a couple of times, and I don't remember them. Like, I really don't remember anything from this, really. So whenever I saw Vince Vaughn pop up, I like looked it up. I was like, I know that's him, but I just need to make sure. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I did not realize.
You had to look up that was Vince Vaughn?
I knew it was him, but I was just like, I'm not crazy, am I?
No, yeah, you're not. Like,
no.
I could spot his sideburns literally from anybody. Like, I mean, like, he just has those sideburns. So, you know, he's got those spottable, they're like Elvis sideburns. Like, you know, you just like spot them. Like, you know, but yeah, this was the first time watch for you. So I got to know, Destiny, what did you think of The Lost World? This is your first time seeing it.
I thought it was, for the most part, pretty fun. I thought it was a decent sequel to the original. I don't think it's as good as the original. I don't think it has, like, there's something that was just so, like, charming about the first one and so, like, endearing, and I feel like some of that's lacking in this movie. Like, I didn't feel the charisma that I did from the first one. I didn't feel like lifted from the music or anything. I felt like there's a couple scenes that went on way too long. I feel like this movie could have been cut down because it's 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's pretty long. And I feel like it could have definitely shaved off at least 15, 20 minutes because some of it I was just like, we don't need this. It can stop. This scene can stop at this point. But I still think the characters did great. I was still thoroughly, like, entertained by it. At no point was I like, oh my god, will this whole movie just end or anything? And I thought that the finale was a lot of fun. And I feel like that finale, for me, makes up for a lot that's lacking in the, you know, first hour and a half, I guess. The ending I thought was a lot of fun. And Jeff Goldblum, he's fine. So it's a pleasant time watching him on screen.
No, yeah, I mean, like the movie, I agree. Like it's not as good as the first one, and you know, the first one is, in my opinion, always going to be the best one. Like I love that first Jurassic Park. It has such an inspiration, as I said in our one review, or our one episode that we did on the first one, that I absolutely love it. It has such an inspiration on me as like why I love movies, like why I grew up running around my house as a freaking dinosaur, which in one of these episodes, I promise I'm going to try and get a video from my mom. I actually asked her if we had them, and she said she thinks she could dig something up. So, you know, I'm holding off. I'm going to wait. Like, you know, I've got another month. We're going to be covering this throughout May, every other week leading up to Dominion. So, you know, we've got a few more to talk about, and maybe I'll just like surprise it. I might even surprise you. I just might even like just pull it up and just start playing it like right in the beginning. Oh man, that would be something, right? But no, I mean, yeah, this movie it's still a great time. You know, I think that the characters are all likable. Jeff Goldblum is always a likable presence. He and Vince Vaughn actually have quite a few comedic moments throughout this movie. You can tell that them two are very much the comedic reliefs. And normally when you see Vince Vaughn in a movie, he is a comedic relief. But I will argue that Jeff Goldblum is actually more of the Ian Malcolm is honestly, he has a lot more comedic moments in this movie.
I would agree. I feel like Vince Vaughn is, for the most part, very like serious. Like once shit gets going, he's like. So it's kind of cool to see him play like a more serious role. I think there's like a couple moments where he kind of makes some jokes or like he's in the movie, but he's like in and out of the movie, you know. And I was kind of disappointed we don't get more of him in the end. I feel like he's on the helicopter and then later,
and then whoosh,
that's
like
it.
he's
And I was
just
like,
gone.
whoa, bring him back to me. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna lie that the ending of it, like as it like shows the helicopter and it like pans over, I actually had to rewind it because I looked away for a second. Something was going on outside my apartment, and I looked back and I was like, wait a minute, we're here, but we were just legit, on the island. And I had to actually, it doesn't say anything like 2 days later. It doesn't say anything like, it doesn't really catch you up to, it's just, okay, now we're in the city and that's it. And this dinosaur is coming here and that's pretty much it. Now the end is insane and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here, Daner actually here says that he is one of the biggest defenders. I'm one of the Lost World's greatest defenders. And, Dana, I'm not even going to lie. Like, I am too. I think that this movie is honestly criminally underrated. I think that it is very much a fun movie. Not as good as the first, as we said, but I mean, Steven Spielberg, I feel like still brings that sense of, his direction to this movie. One thing I really like about Spielberg is he's very good at really capturing how large these dinosaurs are. Like, it's like there are like the sequences, like especially like when you see the baby T-Rex and then they have to like bring it in and help it because it's got a broken leg and everything. When the two T-Rexes like coming on the side of that van, it's honestly, it's crazy. And I got to ask, is that one of the scenes you're thinking that plays out a little too long? Like that whole sequence of like the T-Rexes in the van? There is a lot of suspense there, though. There is a lot of suspense.
I don't know. When you're watching the guy do the same gag over and over, trying to figure out what to do, and it's just, there's a lot of like looking and looking. I was just like, okay. Because for me, the longer if it drags on for too long, I'm no longer like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? I'm like, can we do something different then? Like, can you, I don't know, figure something else out? I thought that scene went on for way too long. That definitely, for me, could have been cut down. Because it's like, the girl falls, and then it's like, oh, we're back up here, but then all of a sudden, they're down here, and they're going even lower, and I'm just like, get them out of the fucking van already. Like, just get them out, because I'm starting to get a little bit irritated.
Yeah, I think I counted 3 times to like when they fell. Like they fell like down that thing 3 times. Like I think I mean, and I get it, like it's building suspense. I do think that twice would have, sufficed. Because like there's like the one like where she falls, obviously like that kind of like builds suspense in itself of like her sitting there, the glass is breaking, you don't know what's gonna happen. And then, they get the rope, then the rope snaps and then they fall again. And then it's like that one guy, RIP to that guy. He was trying to save them, but like the T-Rex is literally just freaking destroyed that car and then ripped him in half. Like, I mean.
And I think that was another thing too. It's like, after all that time, after watching that entire time, he just gets eaten, and then the other people save them, and then it just cuts to them like climbing like up, and then like they reach out their hand and pull him out. I was like, what?
To the other, to like the other organization, or I guess like the other group that is there. Because the plot of this movie, for anybody that may not know, is John Hammond. There's technically now a second island, if you will, where they have, let these dinosaurs run around in the open and be uncaged and be free like, dinosaurs are intended to be. You can't hold a dinosaur like it's a freaking pet. I mean, you can, but they don't very much like that, as we saw in the first one. Then we got Jeff Goldblum's character, Ian Malcolm, is tasked by John Hammond to have a group of 4 people go and do some sort of research on the island, whereas another, group is tasked to go and bring some dinosaurs back to the United States. Very smart. you know, very so smart to let dinosaurs come on over to the United States. And, you know, we see how that plays out in the end, but there's two different storylines going on. And eventually these two groups collide right after that scene that Destiny and I were talking about. And then they're pretty much together for the remainder of the movie. I mean, from really there on out, I mean, it's pretty much just like a survival story. You know, it's like we see for like the first, you know, 45 minutes, an hour. It's like, okay, we see what this group's doing. We see what this group's doing. They come together. Now it's like, shit, we got to survive. So, and I will say one of my favorite reveals, and I could always like sense when raptors are coming. You know, like the Velociraptors, they're one of my favorite dinosaurs, period. And when they were running through that field, I was like, oh, I know.
I knew too. Like as soon as they like made it there, I was like, we're about to get the Velociraptors. I know they're here. And I was kind of proud of myself for being right, just because I am pretty like new to this. I was like, I knew it. I knew they were in that tall grass.
I mean, like, you know, we find out in the first movie, we also, like, you know, it's also mentioned again in this movie that raptors are, they're pack hunters. And what better way to introduce a pack hunter than running through, like, the tall grass, you know, like, as they're running, and then you see their head, and yeah.
Several, like, coming in on them. I was like, okay, that looks really cool. That looks awesome. Because, like, at first I didn't notice it, and then, like, I just, like, looked a little bit, like, more, like, up, and I was like, oh shit, they're coming in, because it starts from the back of the camera moving forward. So at first I was like, okay, then all of a sudden you see all the lines. I was like, they are about to get it. And it reminds me of Jaws in a way. It reminds me of like when the shark like bites you, like pulls you under. It reminds me a lot of like the opening of Jaws with them just like being pulled down from it. I thought that was a great scene.
Yeah, hold on. Let me comment on this real quick. Chad, I know it's freaking InGen. I just said the company because it was just easier for me to say in the moment. I didn't want to stutter. So, you know, I know it's InGen. I've seen these movies many, many times, dickhead. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sorry, everybody. Let's continue this show. Destiny, where the heck you go?
Huh?
I was like, where the heck did you go?
I told you I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you have to. Oh, I thought I was like, you didn't tell me you had to go to the bathroom. I was like, when did you say? I was gonna say, when did you say that? I must have missed that. What the hell was I? Oh, we were talking about the Raptors. Yeah, but once again, you get a very, very intense Raptor chase in this movie. Actually, I'd say this chase is more intense than even the one in the original Jurassic Park, in my opinion.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think that kitchen scene in the original with them like hiding, I feel like that's just so like iconic. I thought this one was pretty good. Again, there's just like a lot going on. Also, oh my god, there was a part that like actually I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? It's whenever Julianne Moore, they're like running and then the Velociraptor like tackles her and they're like standing there watching and he like gets it off her. So here's the car and they're here and then here's like a door over here. So they're here. Instead of, you know, running like this, they go around the car just to get to there. And I was like, what? Why would you do that? There's
I don't know.
Like that. Or there was, so for me, for the original, I felt like a lot of the humor and a lot of the editing was like great. And it didn't feel forced. Like I felt like it felt like a natural, like sort of, I don't know, cohesive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely understand what you mean, but like, I also kind of like, I feel like that this scene was directed like, what would you do like in this type of moment? Like, you know, it's like, because at that point you're just trying to get away, like, you know, as quickly as you can. Like, you need to get like away from these things, and these things jump. Like, these things are very high jumpers. You like, we see that in the movie. But I mean, shit, even in that kitchen scene, like, you know, they're fast as shit, like from the original one, like, you know. And I mean, I just think that the tensity of really every scene that we've seen up to this point in the franchise with the Raptors, it is like you just know how intense these creatures are. And I just think that I will say one issue I have in this movie is when Sarah falls off of the roof, lands right next to the raptors, and she's just lucky that they're fighting one another. Because had they like have been paying attention to her landing, it would have been over with. I mean, there would be no coming back from that because there was two of them
That's
right
kind
there.
of like that's what I'm kind of like. And there's like jokes that the punchline before the punchline comes in a way. There's I can't remember what it was. It was like they're running, and I think it's when so she asked him, "Where's the T-Rex?" First of all, how would he know? He's with you right now. How would he know? But it's like, where is it? And then it like crashes, and it's like, there it is. It's like, but it's like, it's like, oh, where is it? It's about to come in. There's like some moments like that was like,
Are you talking about at the ending, like when they're driving, like when they like have the car or something, or is this on the island?
That was like another one, but that's like right after that. It's once they're already inside running like, oh, where is it at? It's like they get out of the car. That was another thing I saw comments like, is there a way to get through? He's like, there's one way, and they come crashing in. I was like, yeah.
No, I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know, because there are a lot of moments, again, that's definitely very tongue-in-cheek, and it's like when a character says something like it's pretty much like about to happen. I mean, in a way that kind of happened in Jurassic Park also, but it actually kind of felt like earned in Jurassic Park. Like, like when he said, like, unless they can figure out a way to open door, it cuts to it actually opening a door. I get that, like, that feels earned. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just felt like maybe like the storytelling in that sense was a little bit more clever.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, because there's parts in the original that like genuinely like made me laugh, like those silly moments. There wasn't that many scenes that like I laughed out loud for this. I was just like, like just like raise my eyebrow a little bit, like a little.
Yeah.
But in the original, there's moments where that kind of editing and the humor and like it was like so quick, and like I felt like the comedic beat was more on point, I guess, in the original. There's still some moments in this I was like, oh, that's cute, like, oh, that's funny. But I felt like it just wasn't executed as well as the original. And I felt like, for me, that's what was also lacking in this. That kind of, not that it doesn't have heart or anything, you can see that it does. I just felt like there was just something was missing for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, I think that the first one also, I mean, like, and you kind of got to like really, I mean, it's hard to judge this one in its own thing because there was the one that came before it, and like the original Jurassic Park just like had such a great vibe to it, and it just like you watch these characters, and like the first Jurassic Park, I mean, the characterization is impeccable. I mean, it's like you see these characters come to the island, they have a certain perception as to they like dinosaurs. Their characters change drastically throughout this. I mean, throughout this one, I feel like that, I mean, Ian Malcolm, he, in the beginning of this, very much knows the risk that this is, even sending just fucking 4 people to this second island, but then he finds out his girlfriend is among those people that get sent, and he has to go and save her. But we do get a really good line, and I know Dana said this earlier, but it's like when what do you call it? Vince Vaughn's character calls her last name, and he goes, "How many Sarahs you think are on this island?" Like, I mean, it's an absolutely it's a great moment, and like, again, there's some really good comedic stuff in here. Another Ian Malcolm favorite line of mine in this movie is right after they send the baby dinosaur or the baby T-Rex out of the van, before that whole sequence happens. He hangs up with his daughter, who's in like the high rise, and then he's like, I don't get it. I ask people to listen to me. I say it in plain English. I don't have an accent that I know of. Like, I like really just love that line. I actually had to rewind it again because I laughed so hard at it. Like, he's like, I said it in plain English. I don't have an accent that I know of.
I think that I know of is like, because I feel like that's like for anyone that talks, you know, you hear someone like, oh, I like your accent, you're like, excuse me, what are you talking about? That was
Mhm.
a, I feel like he has some great lines, and the part when they're both yelling, the way he's yelling, I could not stop laughing because it doesn't even look like he cares. He's just like, Sarah. And I was like, why is he yelling like that? It looked like, because you can kind of tell when people are using their loudest voice, and you can tell that's nowhere near his loudest voice, and he's just like, Sarah.
Well, yeah, and he didn't want to yell because he knew. I'm sure, like that, huh?
I was gonna say the dinosaurs.
Yeah, like the dinosaurs are on the island. He knows what's there, like, so he doesn't want to risk it by screaming as loud as he can. And I mean, shit, even like when Sarah sees him, like her first thing is, God, I never thought I'd like Hammond would get you to agree to come here. Like, I
Uh-huh.
mean, and he's simply only there for her. But every time she tries to approach a dinosaur, again, he does a whole lot of trying to convince people to not do something, and then it plays out a way to where now he has to either A, be the rescuer, or B, just kind of be like, well, I fucking told you not to do that because that was just stupid. Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sarah right away tries to go up, like, and he says it again when she starts touching the dinosaur. He's like, she has to touch it. She always has to touch it.
Touch it. I don't know what it is. Those like moments when he's kind of like rambling to himself. Those are pretty freaking great. There's also like a scene I noticed, and it is that scene whenever they're kind of starting to like go crazy, and she's like ducking everywhere. You can kind of like, for me, I was like, if that was really there, she would have definitely got hit because the way it like looked, like I guess like overlapped in a way. I was like, oh yeah, she definitely like that would have definitely got her.
Oh, you mean
Like
the tail, like when it like swung down?
yeah, like I felt like it didn't look like, and I feel like in the first one, I feel like when the dinosaurs were there weren't necessarily like scenes that I was like, oh yeah, like there weren't parts that like kind of like took me out of it, but like that scene, I was just like, she would have definitely got fucked up by that because it didn't look like she moved far enough, I was just like, okay. But in the Velociraptor scene when they're tumbling, like wrestling right next to her, I was like, if that was really there, yeah, that there's just no. Like it
Yeah.
looked a little bit silly. But honestly, I thought this movie looked pretty great for the most part. Like besides those little tiny things, and it wasn't that the animals looked bad, it just looked like they needed to be like moved a little bit
Hmm.
too close, or like they were too close to her. But besides that, I thought the dinosaurs, they looked great. I felt like they looked better than most, not most, but some that we saw in the first one.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? Like, cause like now, like this came out, the first one came out in '93. This now the sequel came out in '97. The effects are going to be a little bit better, right? But I mean, yeah, I put in my Blu-ray today, and I was watching it on my Blu-ray, and yeah, I thought that the effects, like, I was like, wow, like the effects still really do hold up right now, like
Yeah.
for like all these, well, not all these years later. It's not even at the 30-year mark yet, but we're coming up on 25 years since this movie has been released, and I think that the effects still look believable. Honestly, it doesn't look like one of those just like digitally done dinosaurs that you can just get on a phone app or something like that. um
Decent. There was actually one scene though that I was like, okay, that does not look good. And it was the asshole that tased one of the little dinosaurs, like the little ones,
mhm.
which that made me sad. I was like, oh. Mm. But then when the same asshole, when they all fucking trample on him and like get in them, but whenever he like is running away and he goes over that sort of like cliffish area, and they all like jump, and then it pans down to the water and there's like blood. I
Mhm.
thought that looked pretty bad. I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely, they definitely didn't put like red in like the real water. You could tell it's like digital, and I was
I
like,
was
oh,
gonna say, everybody leave it to this woman to know what real blood will look
it
like.
literally, like, I understand like
Yeah.
moving water is hard to do because it's
Yeah.
like it's nature, like that's hard to like impose. But I was like, oh, that just looked like they took like the spray can on like paint and just kind of like painted it red really quick, you know. But
Yeah, I will say, like, I don't know what it was. I felt like I don't know if it was because of timing. I feel like there was a lot of like wide shots in this movie of like or tracking shots of characters talking and not really cutting into the close-ups of like, you know, and I mean, I get it. There's much more moving around in this movie than there is in the first Jurassic Park. In the first Jurassic Park, you see a lot of, you know, sitting like, you know, when they're having the lunch and, you know, you can actually get those reactions or, you know, they're sitting in the car stops and you have to see the reveal of the Stegosaurus, right? Like there's a lot of that. In this movie, while I love Steven Spielberg and I love his direction, and I think that his direction specifically for the creatures are amazing. I do think that I think they only shot this movie in 2 months. And I think that there's just more tracking shots and there's just a lot more wide shots in this movie than there were. And that could also be maybe why characterization seems a little because like, you know, we never like see their full reaction to certain things. Now the reactions when they're integral, oh yeah, they're there. Like when the Tyrannosaurus comes into the tent at night, that was like, see, like that is a big suspense building moment because it's like, holy shit, like she's like packing up the graham crackers and she hides them under the sleeping bag, and then, you know, the thing comes in the tent, and you know, I thought all those reactions were great, but I just feel like there was a lot more wide shots in this movie and just a lot more tracking shots. I will say that the shot of the blood that you were saying, I thought that the shot was cool. I did like that shot, like how the guy jumped over and then it just kind of the camera starts following down to, you know, water. I thought the shot was cool, but I see what you mean. You know, I can see what you mean, like by the blood, and that is definitely something. Even, you know, because the timing, you know, even in a Hollywood picture has to be perfect. Like, you know, you got to think that there's somebody off camera right there saying, okay, now let the blood go or something like that. Probably like right before the camera starts moving, so that way they can time that perfectly. But either way, I still think that, you know, some of the shot selections from Steven Spielberg, I don't know if it's because he felt like he just needed to get it done, or what it was, but ultimately it's still not like badly directed. But it was something I picked up on in this watch, you know.
yeah, so I was like looking up like some fun facts, and something that I read was apparently like Steven Spielberg was on like a little bit of a hiatus from directing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy that I don't remember his name, but the guy that was originally supposed to do this, he couldn't do it because he was also working on Jumanji, so he couldn't schedule it because he had to go do that. And so they got Steven Spielberg to do this one, and he said like he'll do it as long as he can do 3. And so maybe that's why, because, you know, he had like a little bit of a little break and he was just like getting back into it. I don't know. That's something that I just read. I was like, oh.
Did Joe Johnston direct Jumanji?
I don't know if he went to go direct it or like what, but it said like he couldn't do it because he had to go work on Jumanji.
He did do Jumanji. That is true. Yeah.
And I read Jumanji. Shit.
Yeah. He actually also directed Captain America: The First Avenger. So he directed some. I mean, this guy's credentials pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, he had Jumanji in '95, which is why, you know, he initially said he couldn't do it. He actually did offer to direct it, but I think ended up getting, you know, intertwined with Jumanji. And then yeah, he ended up doing Jurassic Park 3. Interesting. I didn't know that he was the director of Jumanji. But I also know that plans for this movie started before the novel was even published, you know, like because of the success of the first movie and the success of the first novel and everything. And I'm sure the movie adaptation being greenlit before the novel was even published probably also pushed novel sales to do really well also. But, you know, you got to kind of keep the ball rolling here as to see what you're going to do. And yes, Spielberg, he originally, you know, wasn't sure if he'd be able to do it. He ended up doing it. But yeah, like you can just tell that this production just kind of felt a little, because I mean, this movie was shot September through December of 1996. The movie came out in May. I mean, they literally had like only 2 months to go through like post-production before marketing can start for it to come out in May. Like, I mean, like that's crazy. Like, you know, like, I mean, shit, even we're seeing now what Halloween Ends filmed in the beginning of this year, and it still has enough time to, you know, go through post and at least, you know, get everything ready for it. Like, that's even less time for them to do October through September, or September through December, have 2 months, have to start marketing, release the movie in May. So yeah, that's definitely something that I feel like as to, you know, what occurred. I will say, I personally like the ending of this movie a lot.
Did enjoy the ending.
Like, as soon as go ahead.
The whole segment, as soon as the T-Rex, or as soon as that ship comes up, even though I was just like, y'all know, like, obviously not every character knows because they don't see it. They don't see what's coming because it's all foggy and shit, but they can hear it, and everyone's just like standing there like. But then there are people in the thing, they're like, y'all are going too fast, slow down, slow down. It's like, y'all know they're not slowing down, so y'all need to start moving now. And everyone's just like, what's going on?
Yep, legit the essence of human beings. I mean, it's like everyone's always curious to see what's going on, and then a giant ship comes out of the fog, crashes into the dock. Some people probably died, but, you know, we weren't concerned about those people. We were concerned about the main characters. But you're probably thinking in your head, oh, there are people that definitely just got killed from that. And now it's like, all right, well, where's the reveal? We know the dinosaurs on the ship.
That was so good. I really liked it a lot.
Like, where's it at? Like, and so everyone, just like idiots, goes on the freaking ship. And I did like that. Like, I actually really liked the line from the one officer, like where he goes like, "Where's the crew?" All over the place.
Yeah.
And then it kind of comes around. You see the hand like just hanging on the what I don't even know what you call a ship's yeah, that whatever you use to steer a ship.
The thing?
Yeah, the thing.
The steering wheel.
The steering wheel of a ship, shall we call it, you know, in the driver's seat. There we go. Like, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm blanking on what that's called right now. So any ship experts here want to help me out, please do. I'd be happy to hear from you. So,
because don't they usually say like steer the ship or something?
I don't know. You know what? Let's look it up right now. What is the
what
is the steering wheel? Oh, look at it. Google helps me. It filled in the it's the helm. Most boaters call the steering wheel the helm. So the helm, when his hand is hanging on the helm. There we go. So nobody else needed to look it up. We're all good. We got it. Google, very useful tool.
And you know what? That means we weren't the first people that had to look that up. If Google filled it in for you, they're like, oh yeah.
I mean, factual. It was like one of like the most Googled things that like, you know, came up. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why that's being Googled currently, but you know, hey, interesting.
Jurassic Park 2.
But yeah, right. What do you call it? But either way, the dinosaur reveal in this movie is absolutely awesome. Like, you know, and it's like they pick that thing up and it starts opening and the T-Rex just like steps out. And again, I love like even that like tracking shot of like the dinosaur stepping off the ship and watching everybody run. See, like that stuff I'm not concerned about there being like, you know, a super wide tracking shot with, because that's like, you know, A, it fills in some time. B, you've got this massive creature that, you know, you don't need to cut over and over to. But also like when the people started jumping off the dock, like, and it like went out to like bite, that one dude got lucky. I thought he was going to get caught midair.
And I was thinking, I'm like, holy shit, if there was a T-Rex after me, could I just jump in the ocean? Because I don't like the ocean. Because then I'm in that water, I'm like, fuck, now a shark's about to get me, you know? That would be my first thought. But I was just like, dang, you might have to just jump in the ocean to avoid the
I mean,
I guess.
I'm more willing to bet the shark is further out than right there. Like, you know, I'll jump in right there if it means a T-Rex is not coming after me.
You just
So,
jump in, and the shark's like,
all right.
right into their mouths.
You know, I had like a big fear of that after I saw Jaws 2 for some reason. Like, not even Jaws. It was Jaws 2. It was Jaws 2, like when Brody was trying to help the blonde chick get on the boat and the shark came up and ate her like right out of his hands pretty much. Like or like they were like trying to, or she was trying to get on the boat and she was like slipping and then the shark comes up.
That's scary. Are you talking about the long blonde hair girl? And she's like the one that kind of gets like cut by the rays at first. Is that the girl you're talking about?
I don't know. It's the one that when the boat, like she like had, like she was like protecting Brody's kid.
Yeah, because it's like the shark's kind of like turned sideways in a way, and you just like watch its mouth. That scene is so scary because she's like almost there, because she's like helping push the son up on the boat. So she's like almost there, and it fucking, you see it like open its mouth and get her.
Yeah.
So scary.
You know, I like always like had like, even though this was like a lake, like I would always go to my parents' friend's lake, like, you know, growing up, even though it was a lake, you know, like, I would always be afraid to like jump off of the boat and like a shark would just like catch me like mid mouth, like, you know, like voila.
Yeah, I was always terrified of being in any sort of like open water-ish setting because of Lake Placid. And there's alligator gar here. Do y'all have alligator gar?
No, we're in Illinois.
Well, I meant like, I guess in Arizona or something. I don't know. Anyways.
Hold on. I'm breaking up.
You are kind of breaking up.
Okay, stand by.
R2D2. See, I thought it was just me. That's why I didn't say anything, because sometimes my phone fucks up. Oh, am I here by myself? Oh. Hi. Alligator gar are fucking terrifying. And also, they're not even at the beach. I don't know why I said that. They're not in beach water. They're in, like, lakes. Look it up. I guess it can be in the ocean, because I went to Kima once, and that's near the ocean. But they can also be in lakes. But alligator gars, terrifying. They're, like, really fucking scary. Destiny took over the channel. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. Talking about alligator gar? Or just snakes? I watched just too many of these sort of movies to just be swimming in open water. I would always think about that. We would go camping at this place called Wolf Creek. And the water was disgusting. I don't know why I swam in that. There was like trash all in there. You will see a gator dinosaur creature. Is that the one, the big ass one in the water? Because I did see, oh wait, Jurassic World. Yeah. I've seen a little bit of Jurassic World, not all of it, but I've seen the part where like the big ass thing jumps out of the water. Is that what you're talking about? Alligators got gars beat, maybe. Which I don't think alligator gars like attack or anything, because I looked it up because I was like, holy shit. So I don't think they necessarily attack, but they just look really fucking scary. You like fish, Destiny? Like eating them? Because I like some fish, but not all fish. And if I like fishing, no. That's the one. Yeah, I haven't seen that full scene, but I have seen that because I think it might have been in the trailer. I remember seeing that. Titan boa. What does that mean? Is that a type of something? But fishing, my family fished a lot, all the time. And the smell of fishing bait is disgusting. Especially like catfish bait. Oh my god, it smells like ass. And if you ever mess around with like liquid latex for your makeup, it also smells like catfish bait. Where's Braden? What's he doing? Just left me here by myself, all by my lonesome. Titan boa is the dinosaur killer snake. Ugh. That's scary. I'm not the biggest fan of snakes. I mean, if they're like at a distance, I don't care. But if they're like right up on me, I'm scared. I'm looking forward to your reaction to a certain scene in Jurassic Park 3. Interesting. I'm not rewatching the kill counts until after I see the movies, just because Braden's having internet troubles. Anyone seen Moon Knight? I did not. What is that? He needs to get back here. Oh my god. Elvira. Yeah, hi. She just used my freaking thigh as a step stool and it scared the shit out of me. That's good. That's really good. What have y'all been watching lately? Because I have not been really watching shit, not gonna lie. Marvel. Oh, which characters? Moon Knight. So I watched this movie yesterday, and then I went to go watch House from 1977, and I started it, and I was like, whoa. I'm not high enough for this, not gonna lie to you. So I paused it. I want to finish it on a different day, because if you've seen the movie, I've only made it like 15 minutes in, and it's absolutely insane. Like, the editing is so strange and like bizarre but interesting, but you definitely have to be in a mood to endure that sort of movie. So I haven't really watched anything. Was Braden back?
What up?
Hey.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Nice. You know, this is wild. My internet bill's due today. Xfinity is supposed to take it out automatically. I haven't seen them take it out yet. So this is BS that they're punishing me now for, not, I guess, paying this. It's on automatic payment, people. Get it together. Like, it should get charged automatically today. Like, so and my Wi-Fi thing is back. It says connection is unstable. So if I go MIA again, I apologize. How was my little absence? How was it?
It was good. I was talking about, I don't even know, alligator gar and movies. I don't know.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, alligator gar can be in fresh water. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, we don't have it out here, I don't think.
You should look them up because they're fucking scary looking. They look like insane. I don't even know. Piranhas are fucking scary too.
Piranhas are scary.
Like, just.
Yeah,
Elvira
right.
also scared the fuck out of me while you were gone.
What?
Elvira scared the fuck out of me when you were gone.
I'm gonna have to go watch the playback. Dang, I'm looking at all these comments. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all commenting. Looks like y'all were holding the fort down for me while I was gone. I mean, Destiny, we should just like have you run your own episode one night.
That's what my Instagram is for.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it though. Like, I mean, like we don't have to, we don't have to cancel Fear Freaks anymore. If I can't do a week, you could just come on and do it yourself.
Right back at you then.
I'm gonna give you the keys. Like, I'm gonna be like, here are the keys. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Anytime we do Fear Freaks, we do this together. This is our show. We do it together. We're a team. So, but yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, I am a little peeved. Thanks, 5-star. I'm pissed off because my internet is cutting in and out, and I hate when this happens. There was actually one video. It was actually one of my most recent Halloween videos I did. I did the full video, recorded it, everything. Didn't realize that my internet notice was on the thing, and literally went in to edit it, and it fucking legitimately was all blurry, and you couldn't see me at all. The audio sounded fine. You couldn't see me at all. I was furious. I was like, are we joking? I have to, and because your energy, you use that initial recording of a video to put all of your energy into it. Like, you're like, all right, I'm in the mood. Let's fucking go. Like, I mean, that's how I before I hit record, that's how I do it. I'm like, let's go. Like, it's not what I actually do, I don't think.
Sure, Jan.
Like, no, what do you call it? But like, you know what I mean, right? Like, you go into this initial recording, like you're gonna tackle it, you're ready to rock and roll, and then yeah, like you record it, and then what if you have to re-record it? It sucks. Like, you know, you're like, well, nice. Now I have to try and have as much energy as I had 30 minutes ago. But
I don't think I am like that at all.
no.
I think usually I'm like, okay, you got to do this. But if I'm by myself, I'm like, it'll be fine.
Guess what though? You don't got to do it. You don't. You choose to do it. We choose to make our videos. We choose to sit
not like,
down
you gotta
and
do
make
this.
them.
Like, you gotta do this. You gotta
Yeah.
get.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Because
No,
earlier talking and I was fucking up my words, and I was like, oh my god, I have to do a stream. I gotta slow down on my talking.
No.
Not like
This is live on the air. Like I freaking mess up and everyone hears it. Like, you know, it's done. It's over with. Like, you know, like if I'm sitting here and I'm like, like, you know, like I can't, you know, not talk. Like you got to say something.
Well, like, so my boyfriend's mom was like trying to find something to eat, and I went to go say, there's a pizza you might like in here. And I was like, there's a pizza you might like in here. I literally, after I said it, I was like, and we just started laughing. I was like, what the fuck was that? What kind of accent?
That's how you guys talk in Texas. So, you know, you walk in, you got your full, you got your whole country vibe going. You're like, there's a pizza in here that you might like.
In here, you might like it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, what just happened to me? So I was like, oh, I gotta calm down before I get on there.
You're like, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Like,
I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Like, oh man, that is funny. I like honestly, like if like we were ever like having a conversation and like you just did that, I would just kind of just be like, well, what the fuck, ma'am? How the fuck?
His mom was like, you might like it, huh? And I was like, I don't know why that came out to me like that.
Yeah. Like you're like, sorry, I'm so used to talking to Bailey like that, you know.
I don't know, because I like, some people say I have a country accent, and then some people are like, you don't sound country, and I feel like it's because I try to talk like this, like when I get on here, like I try to like slow my words a little bit. I try to like pronunciate. I try to like calm myself down, but whenever I'm not like trying to restrain the way I talk, that's when it starts. That's when it like comes out, obviously.
Yeah.
And if I'm drinking, that's when it comes out because I'm not trying to control.
We know. We know. Anybody that was in the Halloween Kills watch along knows that. So
exactly,
you know.
And it's gonna happen Friday again.
Yep. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, this Friday we got another very fun episode coming. We are doing the Scream 2022 drink along. So while I'm bringing that up right now, we're gonna just establish some rules. We'll go through the rules again. Destiny did have to help me out with developing these rules, right? So rule number 1. You can never have sex.
Big no.
No, but seriously, the rules for the stream is going to be anybody that's going to be doing drink alongs with us. This is going to be how it's broken down. We are doing every kill, as always. We're doing every pop culture horror movie or just any horror movie reference, right? In general, it's just
including stab.
You drink. And then it's for every phone call, not text, but every phone call, because phone calls are iconic to Scream. So that is how we are breaking it down. This Friday night, you guys can watch us get sloshed. You guys can watch Destiny get sloshed. I mean, I was kind of feeling it actually, like towards the end. Like I was pretty slap happy, like at the end. Like I was like,
I'm telling you, it was that dang shot, but I'm not gonna take a shot, mainly because I don't have any.
No shot. You guys love how she just said that. I'm not taking any shots, mainly because I don't have any. You can stop and get some.
But that's like out of the way, I don't got a liquor store in town, but I can get some fucking little drinks at the gas station. That's what I did last time. And I have 3 Trulies in there because me and Maddie drink Trulies. And I said, hey, I'm going to need some of those for Friday. So she left me 3 of them, and she took 3 of them. So I got 3 more of those, and I'm probably going to have to get more drinks because I feel like we're going to go through them quite fast.
I mean, like, legit, I, like, am sitting here, I'm, like, sipping them. Like, I'll be drinking throughout, too. But I mean, like
Exactly.
I like, you know, I'm just getting Bud Light and I suck it down like it's freaking water. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna like I'll put all of them like aside like as we're going through, and I'll like hold up how many I drink like at the end. If I get through like a whole 12 pack, that's gonna be something.
Oh my god.
12
I
of them.
know I'm probably gonna be crying. For real. I know I said that with Halloween Kills, but this time, like, I'm gonna be crying.
It's because this character's more iconic. You know, we know what happened.
Important to me, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
Lucky.
he's a
Looking
very
at him
important
right now.
character. He's very important.
Hold on, I want to get something for you.
Oh boy. What we got? She's getting something from me. Hey, Moser Movie Reviews. What's going on? How we doing?
Hey,
Welcome
Chase.
in. Is that a freaking Cameron Elam
Yeah.
poster? Oh
Cute,
my
right?
god. Yeah, so adorable.
It says Halloween Kills.
Nice. What does that say? 2 generations? Elam
2
Strong?
generations Elam Strong.
Nice.
Yes, shout out to Brett. I got that for my birthday. And then shout out to Wolfman's Got Nards, because he designed it.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
that is really cool.
I look at it every day.
Wolfman, yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, literally, because it's just in my room. But hi.
But yeah, it's like that one girl from that one TikTok that goes, "Hi," like, you know.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. That is
What?
amazing. Brett says that he can be good sometimes.
I was definitely surprised when I opened that up.
Well, Brett, man, you better be here on Friday. He says, wish I could drink, but I need to stay up for the last drive-in. Well, guess what? Destiny's doing the last drive-in too. I'm majorly confused as to what the shit that even is. So I feel like you explained it to me so many times, but hold on. Let me tell him that he better be here first. I'm looking him dead in his face right now. Look at me, Brett. You see this? This is for you. You better be there, because we're starting at what time, Destiny, on Friday? 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You better be there. I better see at least one message. Otherwise, we're going to have some issues. All right. One-on-one to you. Destiny even came up. I saw it. I had to look at you to, you know, confirm the time. But yeah.
Yes, we're starting it early because the last drive-in for me starts at 8. That movie is like, what, an hour 50 minutes, hour 40 something minutes? I think it's like almost hour 50.
Yep.
So we have time to, so when we get on here, me and you, Braden, there ain't gonna be a lot of this.
No.
We're gonna, a couple minutes, we're starting it, we're rocking and rolling, baby, and then we're gonna get drunk.
Yep, it's all right. I'll tell Destiny how much I can't stand her 5 minutes before. Don't worry. Like, you know, like,
and then boom, right in there.
Like legit, we're gonna hit record. We're gonna do our welcome. We're gonna hit play. That's how it's gonna be, and we'll do our commentary throughout it as always, which is gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah,
I cannot. Probably the most excited I've ever been.
I know. Yeah, she's amped. We're watching her favorite scary movie. I mean, like, you know, her favorite movie. Sorry. You know, I feel like I should know that by now.
It's not even. Well, I mean, it's like, I don't know where Scream 5 would sit. Anyways, I love it.
Yeah. No, I have too. I love it. I've only seen it once. But I love it.
He loves it so much.
Yeah. This is only going to be my second time seeing it. I'm amped, honestly. I'm amped to watch it again. Like, you know, so, but I do remember it. It's like one of those movies, like, where you see, like, the first time and, you know, you just remember what it was. It was just that good. So, you know, I remember all of the key elements. I remember the dual knife thing and all that. That was pretty cool. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're going to be watching her cheat on Dylan Arnold with Jack Quaid. So,
don't make me choose. Jack Quaid, though.
Dude, look, yeah, I'm going to see a lot of these on Friday night when people, you know, come in and recognize it's only my second time. Yeah, it's only going to be my second time. My sister's seen it more times than I have. My sister saw it 2 times in the theater. I saw it on my birthday that day, and that's it. So,
and this will be like my 9th time watching.
Yeah, I know. But I remember it, people. I remember it, okay? I wanted to see it more than once. I just got caught up and never ended up getting around to seeing it again.
It was on Paramount Plus for a while, and he just...
It was. I don't have Paramount Plus, so... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, whoops.
Right now.
Yeah, now I own it on Blu-ray, so it doesn't even matter. Like,
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Is that how you wait? Is that how you're going to be watching it on Friday, Paramount Plus? Because
No, I have the Blu-ray.
oh well, I mean, like I don't know. I might have to connect my. I got like a portable player. I might have to connect it to my computer. If I need your Paramount Plus on Friday, can I use it to
Yeah.
watch it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
Teamwork. See, look at this. Like we work.
Did use your fucking HBO Max.
You legit. I mean, like
And then I
Destiny and
tried
I just
watching
we just bounce off of each other's like accounts. Like that's all we're doing now.
For real, I'm like, I'm gonna get all the streaming services.
Yeah, right. You're like, who am I targeting next? Like
Literally, I got an HBO Max yesterday. I said, "Oh my god, because there's like a lot of movies that I want to watch, and then every time I look up where they're streaming, HBO Max, I'm like, damn it." Or it's like, oh, it's on Hulu Premium. The premium is the HBO Max add-on. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So there's like so many of those movies. I'm just like, and then I tried to watch a movie last night called House, 1977. It's on the HBO Max. I saw it. I was like, I'm watching this. And I made it like 15 minutes in. I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
Because it's just like really like the editing in it. It's like crazy. Like you see some crazy shit in this movie, like shit that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I can't watch this today. I was like, I have to save this for a better day. But HBO Max has some crazy shit on there. I was looking.
Yeah, it does have some really good stuff on it. Highly recommend. For a lot of different stuff, and their series are actually pretty good too. They've got some good original series. But
Is Yellow Jacket on there?
I think Yellow Jacket's Showtime.
Showtime, motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure there's a streaming service for that too. So.
Yeah, damn it. Why is there so many of them?
I don't know, because it's funny that like Netflix was like the start of like streaming services, and now they're like going down, and all these other streaming services, like they were on top for a while. I mean, like even like as like HBO Max and Disney Plus and all that stuff came out. I mean, HBO Max and Disney Plus is as recent as 2019. Max didn't come out until May of 20. But those two came out literally as the world went to shit. So,
Do it.
yeah. And like Netflix, like they were on top, but then now they keep raising prices, and, there's just a lot of shit going on. Apparently, like, I don't even really know what the whole deal is, but I apparently read that the reason that a lot of people are unsubscribing to them is because of them not canceling services in Ukraine or in Russia. Whereas a lot of other streaming services have pulled the plug to where you can't stream in Russia or anything like that, or you can't stream new stuff, I believe. I don't know what the deal is. I have no idea if that's true or not. I read it on Instagram, so that.
I was gonna say that because I also heard something today. And again, like I didn't read into this. I was just watching someone's video. It was Haunted Hippie.
Okay.
And I think she was talking about Netflix. I'm almost positive, maybe. But apparently, or whatever streaming service it was, is like apparently they're hiring like black women to like work on their stuff or whatever, and then would just lay them off 6 months later. But like it kept happening, and so people are like, what the fuck? I don't know if that was Netflix or like what streaming service she was talking about. I feel like it was Netflix, and I was like, what? Because I didn't know anything about that, or whatever service it is. Like I had no idea until she said something about it, and I was like, hello?
Yeah, you're like, huh?
Obviously people are going to pay attention to that. And like I feel like people give Netflix like a lot of shit for their horror movie selection. I feel like overall they have a pretty decent one. It's not like you find some like sort of lesser known movies on there that are pretty good, but I feel like they have a lot of the more mainstream type of horror.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not terrible, but there's definitely, their competitors. I mean, Tubi's are free, and Tubi has so much shit on there, so much shit I've never even heard of. So they definitely gotta fix their shit and quit raising the freaking prices.
Yeah, no,
Ridiculous.
I know they do, and their shows are I just finished Ozark this last week, which was like one of my favorite shows. Stranger Things, I'm excited for. Actually, Brettman just asked, are we going to do anything for Stranger Things to prep for Volume 4?
Didn't even think about that.
I'm going to say we kind of have our, well, actually, we don't really have, like, there's a few weeks we don't have. I mean, we can do Volume 1 of Stranger Things Season 4 and just kind of give our thoughts on the show as a whole. Like, we don't have to do every season. But, you know, like, we just kind of, like, if you wanted to do that, like, at the end of May, we can do the Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 1, and then we can add that as part of our July lineup, too, because Volume 2 comes out in July. So...
I'm down.
yeah.
I'm curious.
I mean, yeah, do love Stranger Things. So, I mean, I'm down to talk a little bit about that for sure.
I do love it, but I'm just like, I don't know. I know you're really excited after you saw the trailer. I was kind of like, what's going on right now? You know?
Yeah.
Want
I
to be
mean,
excited, but I feel like it's been so long since that last season.
was it
I feel,
2019?
huh?
2019, I think.
Yeah, and it kept, getting pushed back because of COVID. I remember when it was supposed to come out like December 2020 or something like that, or like maybe it was 2021. I feel like it was 2020. I remember it's supposed to be coming out so long ago because of COVID. It obviously kept getting pushed back, and so like I feel like as time has went on, my excitement kind of is like,
You know, I'm shocked that they're doing Volume 1, Volume 2 for this season when this isn't the last season. Season 5 is going to be their last season. So I'm confused as to why they're doing 2 parts now. And I mean, this isn't anything new. I mean, Ozark just did that. But that was their final season. They did part 1, all episodes came out January 21st. Part 2, all episodes just came out this past Friday. I mean, Better Call Saul is kind of doing the same thing. I'm watching Better Call Saul right now. They have like 1 episode a week leading up. This is, again, its final season, but May 23rd, and then it's going on break until July 11th, and then coming back for its like final 6 episodes. So I'm confused as to why they're doing it for this season and not for next season, like, or are they going to do it for next season?
Yeah.
So
we should also talk about The Boys when that comes out.
I'm down. I am down to do a Boys episode because, I mean, it's not horror, but it's violent, and violence good enough for me. So,
like the amount of gore and blood in this series, it's like, it's not horror, but for me, it's like horror adjacent,
Yeah.
For me, I still can group it in with horror stuff because I'm like, it's horror enough.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, it's gruesome as shit. I mean, I'm doing a Doctor Strange review tomorrow night after I see it because and I'm so glad that Lee was able to confirm that for horror fans, this is it. For horror fan, I'm so excited. Like I've tried to stay off of social media as much as I can for it because I don't want to be spoiled. I have not seen anything. I'm seeing it tomorrow night. So I'm doing a review on that, and specifically because I love Marvel, this, and yeah, it's got a lot of good horror elements to it also. So very, very excited about that. But yeah, you have any last minute thoughts on The Lost World? I know we kind of shifted gears after I had internet issues, but hey, that's we're so good at doing that. So.
It was fun. I liked it. I think I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I was kind of debating 3.5, 4. And so I feel like I'm like more like in the middle of that, but obviously on Letterboxd you can't do like a freaking decimal sort of rating, So I gave it a 3.5. It's still fun. I don't know how often I'll go back and rewatch this one. If I have to choose, as of now, I'm definitely reaching for the original. But still, I'm glad I watched it. It was also just nice to have like a movie because I haven't been watching like new movies because Maddie and I watched movies over the weekend, but they're all stuff that I had seen and she hadn't. So I haven't done like a new watch in a while. So it was good to I had to watch this. And it kind of like broke that habit of rewatching movies. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute overall. Some of it was lacking a little bit. I guess I didn't feel like maybe it's like personal. Maybe it just didn't feel as personal as the first one in a way.
Mhm.
But besides that, it was still a good movie. I'm happy I watched it.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's definitely, I'm sure that you had a lot of fun with it for it being a first time watch, like it was fun to revisit it. And I'm glad that, we have Jurassic World Dominion coming out because I'm able to now revisit all of the Jurassic Park movies leading into it. And it's going to be, I don't know if you've watched any trailers or not for Dominion, or like you've probably seen some of the posters I've been sharing and stuff, like, online maybe, or maybe you got one when you went to go see a movie recently or something. But I'm excited to see all of the OGs back, in this one. So
Yeah, I remember seeing, I think it was some promotional sort of stuff a while ago. Because, like, I recognized the characters. I was like, oh, those look like, okay, I got it. And
Yeah.
then I keep seeing, like, the Dominion stuff, like, at Walmart, like, on the Dr. Pepper. Every time I get one, I'm like, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And then you get to go see it on the big screen the week it comes out. So,
is it only going to theaters?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you get to go see it. You get to go see it on the big screen. I'm
When
thinking,
is that?
huh?
When is that?
June 10th. So it's coming up.
Yeah. All
Why?
right.
What'd you think, that you're just gonna get to watch it at home?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Some movies, how they do that.
Yeah, I know that, but why would you not want to see Jurassic Park on the big screen? Like how it's meant to be seen. Like,
because these aren't my favorite movies in the world. It's fine. I'm excited. Woo.
Yeah, okay. Tell me you're fake without telling me that you're being fake. Like, woo!
Telling Bailey, I was like, I hope this movie comes out to streaming because I don't want to go to the theater to see this.
Well,
I literally told him that today.
Guess what? It is coming to theaters only. So
cool.
So we'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you after the 2 hours and 10 minutes that this movie is. Actually, I think this is actually, it might be the longest. Let me look. What's the runtime of Jurassic World Dominion? Jurassic.
How long is it?
It's 2 hours and 26 minutes. Yeah. Give me that 2.5 hours long. Let's go. I'm freaking amped. Like,
I regret wanting to cover these, actually.
Yeah, well, guess what? We got 3 more to get through this month. It's okay. It's okay. They're fun.
Yeah. Yay.
Oh, shush. Shut up. You're going to be thankful at the end. Because at least you'll have gone through, and at least you are, at least you're now cultured and seen Jurassic Park and the second one. And now we got a few more. So, Yeah. I mean, look, Goodreel's even saying, he corrected himself, give me 5 hours. Yeah, give us a 5-hour Jurassic Park movie. Do it. We could do it. I'll sit through it. So, but yeah, Lost World, fun movie. Next week, guys, we're remember this week we got our Fear Freaks bonus on Friday. We're doing the drink along for Scream. Next week we're covering May. We're covering the movie May. So I got to watch that. That's actually going to be a first time watch for me. I've never seen that. The week after we've got Jurassic Park 3. And then I think we'll probably do Stranger Things, right? We can do the, I'll have to look at what the following week is. If not, then we'll have to come up with something else. But yeah, so that's kind of our lineup here for the next few weeks. Destiny, any last minute things you want to say? Anything you got coming up between now and the Scream drink along? You got anything going on tomorrow?
Nope.
Nada. Cool. Well, everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's stream. Look forward to more videos very soon. And for those of you that plan on joining us on Friday night, we will see you guys there. So have a great Thursday, and we will see you guys on Friday. Take care, guys. Peace.
Goodbye.